Robots playing soccer, boxing in a ring, and even walking a runway of a fashion show. Do these things remind you of something? Yes, but no. This isn't a sci-fi movie. This is the first ever World Humanoid Robot Games in Beijing 2025. But behind the laughs and viral clips, there is a secret, one that would change the future of humanity. So stay tuned, because the winner of these competitions will shock you. But before we dive in, tell me something honestly. Would you watch the Olympics of Robots? Comment yes or no. Because if I want to answer this question, I would say I watch them. And I have watched the games. Actually, they are so funny, and there are some moments that, they are so hilarious for me. But if I want to choose between the human one and the robots one, I would definitely choose the first one, because the games and competitions are so much more interesting than this one. But this is so funny. Like, if you haven't watched the games, if you don't know anything about the games, watch this video, because we are going to talk about them. So let's start. Actually, if I want to talk and start with the dates, it was from August 14th to 17th. Beijing hosted over 500 humanoid robots, representing 280 teams from 16 countries. The countries were United States, China, South Korea, Japan, Spain, and some other countries. And these robots, they competed in 26 events, from sprinting, wrestling, boxing, to some other special things like medical tasks. Actually, of course, they were simple, like pill sorting and these things, but even a robot fashion show. Like, can you believe it? Imagine Hadid sisters, but in the shape of a robot. Actually, it was so hilarious, and actually so much, fun and interesting. Exciting. They were so fun. And some people that, some expert or some people or scientists said that these games, they weren't just a tech expo. They were designed to look and feel real, the real Olympic. Actually, when I watched the games, I felt that too. Everything was complete about them. They were complete with ceremonies, medals, global coverage. Everything was complete. Like, I felt that I was watching the real Olympic, but they weren't human. They were robots. But it was complete. Actually, it was so much mind-blowing for me. And the opening ceremony, it was breathtaking. It was unforgettable. Imagine robots walking side by side with martial artists, hip-hop dancers, even Beijing opera singers. Can you believe it? These robots walked with so many famous and, famous celebrities from China. And actually, they were so lucky too. And there were some viewers that they were amazed, like me, of course. And there were others that they laughed again, like me, because you couldn't help yourself. And it was funny. And one clip went viral worldwide. I don't know you watched this video or not, but it went viral worldwide. It was it was a robot that was walking and suddenly face planted on the stage, and people were commenting that it seems that or it turns out that robots even get stage fright. Actually, it was so funny, and I agree with them. It was funny. So you tell me, have you ever laughed at any of these robots' failures or any of these moments? Tell me which one was your favorite, and comment down below for me, because I think all of them was my favorite. I don't know. All of them were so much fun to watch, and I think I loved all the moments. But you tell me, comment down below. Let's be honest. Most of these robots still needed human support. Their batteries often lasted for only a few minutes. And imagine they were, playing soccer. but suddenly their batteries died and, they fell down, or I don't know, they just stopped moving. So it was funny. And there were others that, they couldn't even walk straight. As I said, they face planted on the stage and these things. So it was like they still needed human support, and many of the experts said that this was more of a laboratory showcase because of this. But I think, and many other people think that this is why this matters, because we saw both the limitation and the potential of these humanoid robots. These robots may look clumsy now, but remember the Wright brothers' first flight only lasted for 12 seconds. Like, imagine, the far and, the way that we have to go. So I think, we can be so much better at, making these robots. What do you think? And other people had, another opinion and said that there is another point that matters, and it is politics. I don't know if you have heard or not, but China is investing over 1 trillion yuan. It's like 140 billion US dollars into AI and robotics. And, can you imagine, like, they are investing so much money on this field, and hosting these games for China wasn't just about, competition and fun and, these things. It was a soft power move. Like, they wanted to show the world that China is going to lead the future of robotics and AI and, all of, the things that are related to this field. Some called it the Olympic of robots, like, duh, it is the Olympic, but others called it a global PR stunt. But either way, it put Beijing at the center of the conversation. Reactions were split. Chinese media praised the games as, a national achievement, and I think, they had the right, because I think it was a national achievement too. But Western outlets mocked the games and mocked the clumsy robots. But here's the bigger question. Do humanoid robots make us hopeful or afraid? Because some people fear that they will take a real job, like human job. And some people think worse. They think that they may, be used as a military purpose or something. But there are, others that they have hope, and they think that robots can help in hospitals, in disaster zones, or dangerous factories. So you tell me, would you trust a humanoid robot with your life? Because if I want to answer, I think it depends. I don't know, if I want the robot to help with cooking, cleaning, and these things, I think I would definitely trust the robot. But I don't know, if other things, if I want to have the robot as my personal doctor or something, I don't know, maybe in the future, when, the robots are more upgraded than these things. So you tell me, how about you? Tell me in the comments. The organizers already announced Beijing will host again in 2026. And a World Federation of Humanoid Sports has been created. Also, there is a talk of future host cities like Dubai and Tokyo. Are you excited that your city, maybe hosts the games for, the Olympics of robots? Tell me in the comments if you're excited or if you hope that your city will host these games. And by 2030, they want this to become a new tradition, like a new Olympics of robots. Like people watch the games with audience and these things. They want it to be real. So what we just saw, maybe the very first few steps of, a new tradition. From boxing rings to fashion runway, the World Humanoid Robot Games gave us two things. One, a glimpse of incredible innovation, and two, a reminder of how far we still have to go. I know that we are making fun of the robots and we are mocking them, but the amount of hard work that scientists put on these robots is insane. And here's the real kicker. These games could be remembered as a silly gimmick or the birth of the next Olympics. So what do you think? Gimmick or game changer? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you love exploring the weirder things that are shaping our world, hit subscribe because trust me, this is just the beginning.